Trying to get my screen up, bro. There you go. Trying to get my screen up.
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll give it to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nice move to keep running. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They go to the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Watkins. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They kick it away on fourth down. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it. Fights off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting the tackle for loss.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has gotten to make for his quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You know, on a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of times. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
First down here for the offense. They'll go right back to it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Green. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, LSU.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Davison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff to Johnson. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. It's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's locked. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that.
He lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Touch pass on the run. He breaks a tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. LSU right back to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll immediately call timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third. desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. LSU will bring the... It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
The give from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. LSU quick to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the lone running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
There he goes.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Berry. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They just keep firing. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll try to do it himself. The quarterback's got the first. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Lowers those pads.